All right, guys, let's take a look at our NC-X workout. As always, please make sure you go ahead and watch the NC-HIIT workout as well, so we know our options, or we can do both of them. You guys have the energy, you guys have the time, and I am all for it. It is time to work on our health. The sun's going down here, and I'm in my garage, so I'll try and make this a little bit quicker. We have our skill and our WOD. Our skill is going to be a nice time of working our pressing ability, but I'm going to take away something from you, and that's going to be your hips. So we're going to isolate the torso and above with a half kneeling press, and it's going to look like this. So I'm going to take what is going to be like a reverse lunge. So I should have a 90 degree here, a 90 degree here, some space on the ground. Take my dumbbell in the side that is going to have the knee down, and we're just going to do a strict press from this position. So I'm going to hold neutral grip or pronated grip, whichever is good for you. I want to see the dumbbell at about shoulder height. You're going to lock your hips into place by squeezing your butt on this side and digging your front foot into the ground. Your job here is to just get this hand to the ceiling, hold in the lockout. Notice that this guy is above my head, my elbow is locked out, and I'm going to control this on the way back down. Touch and back up. I want to make sure that I don't lean my hip out to the side and that I can keep this dumbbell right over my head. So these are really, really good at testing your ability to just isolate the shoulder, because you don't get to do this. You don't get to lean your hips forward just to reach your hand over your head. So for you guys that have trouble with that, I really like this exercise as a cue for you guys. The next thing is going to be a double dumbbell bent over row, something that we've seen quite a lot lately, and I just want to drill the same movement once again. I want to see you guys hinge from the hip, so the same cue where I'm going to push my hips back, try and have a flat back up until about parallel. I have a slight bend in my knee, and from here I have my dumbbells hanging right in front of me, and I want to bring that elbow up behind my body, keeping my shoulders nice and low. Notice I'm not rolled forward. I'm going to keep them back. Try and pinch my elbows behind my back. Notice my hand is pretty close to my hip, so this is the goal right here. Now I want to see how well can you guys control this movement. If it looks something like this, too fast and too light. And if you happen to have only light dumbbells, then I'm going to challenge you guys to add a tempo, some pauses. Really feel those lower lats working on keeping your spine straight, as well as a little bit of tension in the bicep just from that pull. So that is our skill, where you have 4 sets of 10 kneeling presses on each arm. You'll switch legs as well, and 10 double dumbbell bent over rows. So rest as much time as you need in between the skill and the workout. The workout is going to look like this: 4 rounds for time, 200-meter run. I'd like to see that 200-meter run at a 45-second pace. So slow for some of you guys, fast for some of you guys, but I want to keep that the standard. 15 dumbbell push press and 10 renegade rows, your favorite. So let's take a look at those dumbbell push press. I want to see your guys' ability to take what you learned from those regular presses or those half kneeling presses and throw it into your push press. So if my push press normally looks something like this, right, where my hands in front, I kind of just punch out the rep. With the half kneeling press, we learned we can't do that. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to support the weight. So I want you to take what you learned from that and have the ability to tighten up your hips by squeezing your butt forward, keeping it underneath you, and reaching your hand right above your head. And notice that my elbow's pretty much locked out. I should be able to stand here, have a nice conversation, a cup of tea and whatnot, because I'm so stacked and solid. So I want to see you guys have a slight pause from your push press, and then you can do all the touch and go you want. Touch and go doesn't mean I have to go like this, right? It just means when I come back down to my loading position, I'm already ready to go into the next one. Our renegade row. Remember, we have to have that push-up as a prerequisite to our renegade row. If you guys have the ability to do these from the knees, I'm okay with that. But otherwise, I would like to just challenge the rowing movement. So by staying in a plank position and learning how to necessarily anchor our core by squeezing our butt and not letting ourselves rotate. So we don't rotate and create power. Remember, I explained this in the other video. Our ability to resist rotation is what helps us create power. It sounds funky like that, but remember, our hips aren't doing the moving. It's the arm that's going to be doing the moving as well as the lat. So we have to have the rest of the body or the rest of our components stay still so that this part can do the work. So I'd like to see this out of you guys. A little bit wider in the feet, a little bit closer in the hands. If we aren't going to be doing our push-up, I want to see how well can you anchor your hips in. And in that same row, notice I'm leading with the elbow, and the hand goes towards my hip. All right, that is it for us. The sun's coming down, getting a little weird with the lighting here. I'd like to see you guys have, 45 seconds, maybe another 30 seconds and another 30 seconds. So let's say 2 to 2 30-minute rounds on this, and I think you guys will be golden. If you have any questions, please hit me up. I'd love to talk to you guys or answer whatever you have. So that is our NCX workout for the 26th.